Hello everyone, this is Ankur Budiraja, an assistant professor in the BBA department of JIMS Greater Noida. I shall be formally starting the syllabus of Marketing Management, paper 203 of the IP University syllabus. Before we start formally, we have to understand what marketing is all about. So the very basic topics, the first basic topics should be obviously to understand what marketing is all about and its basic character traits. Going to the definitions, we will understand marketing from various point of views. But one thing is for sure, marketing surrounds us 24 by 7 and everywhere. It's within our houses, in our offices, in the market, on virtual media, and so forth. So students must appreciate the importance of marketing in their daily lives. During the course of lectures, we will also have some activities and innovative assignments to be done so that we can justify the importance and significance of marketing management as a paper. Moving on to some formal definitions and formal aspects of marketing. If you can just see on the screen, the very first definition I have written is marketing is a human activity directed at satisfying needs and wants through an exchange process. So in this definition or conceptual understanding, two, three things that have to be understood are that marketing always satisfies certain needs and wants. Rather, if I talk about present day marketing, it begins with customer needs, operates in such a manner that it satisfies them for the purpose of customer satisfaction and for the purpose of earning profitability for the business. This aspect, of course, will take a little later. So when I talk about satisfying needs and wants, marketing is actually an activity or a process that identifies what customers want in the market, what are their needs, what are their desires, and what are their demands, so that they can be converted into products and services and then can be sold in the market, and the firm can therefore earn profits. Then I will talk about the concept of exchange process. So I will take you to the historical phases of marketing, or rather business, when trade and transactions were based on a barter system. That means goods against goods were exchanged, and there was no money because there was no existence of money economy. So exchange is as old as the transactory business is. So when I talk about marketing, we all know that we have to pay a price, that is the value of the product or commodity, to the seller, so that we can obtain that commodity for satisfaction of our wants. So marketing leads to exchange between sellers and buyers. Moving on, marketing is also said as a process of identifying needs and wants of customers, converting them into products and services, creating need for them, and then earning profitability through customer satisfaction. As I already mentioned, modern marketing begins with identifying in the open market what are the needs and prevailing wants of customers, so that these can be converted into utility in terms of products and services. And then marketing makes efforts so that these products and services are sold. And then at the end, the firm can earn profits through satisfaction of its customers. I have some formal definitions given by experts. the very important and significant guru of marketing, Philip Kotler, along with G. Armstrong, that's Gary Armstrong, they have defined marketing as a social and managerial process by which individuals and groups obtain what they need and want through creating and exchanging products and values with others. So here we have got a new angle of marketing, and that is marketing is a social process. Yes, of course, marketing is a social process. It involves participation of people, it involves participation of society, it involves participation of both customers and sellers. So it is a social process. It's a managerial process because every activity of marketing is properly planned, organized, and then directed and implemented. Therefore, marketing, as any other function area, also involves managerial functions. Now, why are these activities undertaken? For this very same reason, so that the needs and wants can be satisfied through exchanging products and values with others. Now, what is values? Now, I have mentioned values as plural. Here, value for customer is equal to the satisfaction he or she derives from the product and its use, and value for the producer or seller is the money or the profits he or she gets from the exchange of goods and services. Another very important definition of marketing is given by Chartered Institute of Marketing, which defines it as a management process involved in identifying, anticipating, and supplying customer requirements efficiently and profitably. So Chartered Institute of Marketing talks about marketing as a management process, as Philip Kotler and Gary Armstrong already defined, involved in identifying and anticipating what customers require so that the goods and services can be produced and supplied in order to meet these requirements efficiently and profitably. Obviously, no marketer or no seller will operate without earning profits unless and until the motive is charity. I hope by this or at the end of uh, this slide rather, my learners are in a position to understand different point of views that are given by different experts and different agencies about marketing. So a quick gist, a quick understanding, a quick review. Marketing is a social process. That means it involves participation of people, interaction of people and society. It is a managerial process because it's undertaken by managers, properly planned, organized, directed and controlled and implemented. And then it's an exchange process. Marketing aims at exchanging goods and services for some value, that is money or price for it. And foremost, I should have rather spoken that as the first point, but it is okay. Marketing aims at identifying needs, requirements of individuals and operates to meet these efficiently and profitably. Moving on, we have the nature or characteristics of marketing. So we have to understand the present day marketing revolves around customer. Therefore, it is customer oriented. I should repeat this to make it clearer. Modern day marketing begins with what customers need and want and ends with satisfaction of these needs and wants. So, therefore, marketing revolves around customers every time. For example, you can see the products and services are changing and getting improved day by day. All should be rather pondering over this trend, why they are improving, why improvements are made, why they are being modified. Just because the customer needs and demands and wants are evolving. So with increasing needs, increasing wants of customers, marketing and the output of marketing is also changing. The second characteristic of marketing is It is an exchange function. Goods produced are of no use kept in the warehouse or the factory till the time they are exchanged with their ultimate owners. Initially, when the goods are produced in the factory or in the plant, they belong to the supplier or the seller or the manufacturer. But that has no use. Unless and until these goods are exchanged and there is a transfer of ownership of commodities between producer and consumer, the goods are otherwise useless. Therefore, marketing channelizes, or marketing actually makes sure that the goods produced and kept in the warehouse reach the market well in time so that they can be sold to the ultimate owners, that are consumers. Therefore, marketing is also called as an exchange function. Then, marketing is a communication function. Of course, yes, every marketing effort, whether big or small, whether on printed medium or telecast medium, whether in magazines or newspapers, whether it's on a banner or a billboard or through a mail or a message, we will see marketing effort is more of communication, is more of communicating about products and services to the ultimate consumers through various vehicles such as television, newspapers, internet, and other media or channels, so that the consumers are informed, educated, and persuaded. So every marketing effort is something that involves communication or spreading information to the ultimate consumers. Moving on, marketing is a goal-oriented process. Like any other business process, marketing also operates with multiple goals behind it. So the first one is customer satisfaction. Of course, I told you that it begins with identification of customer needs and ends with satisfaction of those needs so that the customers buy the product of the firm, generate revenue, and therefore profits for the firm. So the second goal is firm's profitability. And now if I talk about the third point or the third goal, this is a macro level goal where now the marketers are not only thinking about the customers alone or themselves alone, they also think about and consider the society at large and its benefit. Then some experts call marketing as an art and some call it a science. So marketing is, of course, is an art because it has a creative element that reflects the artistic side of the marketing manager or anyone involved in marketing activities. So that artistic side or creative or innovative side makes marketing an art, while marketing also is a science because it has some established practices and rules that are usually followed in science. Of course, it's partial science. It cannot be used as a full-fledged 100% true science like mathematics and physics. But yes, it is a science because of its rules, procedures, and practices which are established and implemented. Then the next point is marketing is a process. Yes, marketing is essentially a dynamic social and managerial process that aims at creating goods and services for customers so that they are satisfied and their needs are satisfied. So marketing is a dynamic process. It keeps on changing and evolving as per the needs. It's a social process. It aims at societal benefit and society at large. And managerial process because it involves managerial effort of planning, implementing marketing activities. Now, the seventh point is very, very important. Marketing creates utilities. This is a point of importance also. If we see, marketing actually creates a lot of utilities in terms of space, time, knowledge, and exchange. So I should make you clear about this first. Marketing covers a huge umbrella of functions. Now, all business functions are usually a part of marketing also. That we will be doing in the probably next lecture when I talk about the functions of marketing. There are like different categories of functions. So with the help of those functions, which are business functions otherwise, marketing covers certain gaps. So when I talk about creates utilities, we have to understand that these utilities or output bridges some gaps. So there is this space gap between the seller and the buyers. Now I will make it very simple for you. The seller is in the factory or belongs to the plant. The goods and services, I'm sorry, rather the goods are produced and kept in the warehouse or the plant. And it is not necessary that all the buyers are located at one place or clustered at one place near the warehouse or the factory. And we all know for different products, consumers are scattered across the globe. So the gap is space gap, and marketing through its functions of transportation and distribution bridges those gaps, bridges that gap, and therefore creates space utility or spatial utility. Moving on, the next type of utility marketing creates is time utility. So there is always a time gap between the production and consumption of commodities. Say, for example, the winters arrive in India in the month of November, December. So the demand for woolen clothes will be, of course, arising by the end of October or November. But do you actually feel that the products or woolen clothes are produced and manufactured during that time only? The answer is no. Every business plans its production much in advance. Therefore, there's a time gap between the goods being produced and goods being consumed. So marketing, with the help of its storage or warehousing function, bridges time gap and therefore creates time utility and makes sure that the goods are available in the market with the customers at the right time. The next type of utility is knowledge utility or perception utility. So many a times, it is but obvious or may happen that I may not be knowing about a product till the time I see an advertisement. So marketing through its functions of communication and promotion makes sure that a large group of customers have proper knowledge about the goods and services that are available in the market. Also, it is in the benefit, it is for the benefit of the firm, because firm produces goods and services, but they are of no use till the time customers know about these goods and services and go and purchase them. So the communication or promotion function, which is advertisement, which is done through advertisement, sales promotion, and other means, other vehicles, makes sure that customers know about or get the knowledge about the goods and services available in the market. Last but not the least, marketing also creates possession utility. I already told you in one of the definitions, marketing is an exchange process. It actually transfers the ownership from the seller to the buyer through the function called selling. See, if I am producer of a commodity and commodity is produced by me and is kept in the factory, again, that commodity will have no utility till the time it is consumed by the ultimate consumer for which or for whom it was meant to. So the function of selling that falls under one of the categories of marketing creates exchange or possession utility. Moving on, the last two features of marketing. Marketing operates as a system. Now, you have to understand what a system is all about. A system is an entity consisting of several interdependent interacting subsystems. Similarly, marketing also is a system comprising of its environment, the firm, the goods and services, the customers, etc. So marketing begins with, rather, starts operating at the supplier side. So the firm is one subsystem. The firm's customers form another subsystem. The firm's environment is the third subsystem. The goods and services is the next subsystem. So these all have an interplay and operate together to give marketing the shape of a system. And the last point of nature of marketing is guiding element of modern firms. That means for modern firms, marketing has become an element to survive and sustain. It is one of the most important and significant functional areas that bring revenue and profitability for any firm. So without marketing, no firm will be able to survive for long. It is impossible for any business to work in a watertight compartment without interacting with outside public or society. So, marketing actually connects the firm to the society, to the customers, to the environment, and vice versa. So marketing has become very, very important element for the business to survive and sustain. With this, we come to an end of the nature of marketing. And the last topic of the lecture is scope of marketing. So if we see, marketing covers a huge gamut of, or I will rather say, a huge domain of huge dimensions of business. Therefore, marketing and business many a times are very close to each other, rather interwoven with each other. So if I talk about the elements of scope that are covered under the term marketing, so we all know marketing covers goods, that is tangible utility, services, which is intangible utility, and ideas. So marketing takes care of goods, services, and ideas and produces them and communicates them so that they can be consumed by the public or the customers. Then marketing covers various individuals or people such as customers, consumers, then the organization itself, then middlemen, society at large, government. I should rather say these are all the stakeholders of any business. Then marketing also studies or helps in studying consumer behavior. That is why, what, how, when, and where a customer purchases a product and the underlying motives behind that purchase. Then marketing also talks about or covers product planning, development, improvement, and modification. Then marketing also takes care of giving names to products, that is branding, then product packaging, managing channels of distribution, then fixing up prices for products, managing sales force, selecting them, motivating and compensating them, promotion and communication through advertisement, direct marketing, publicity, etc., and customer retention through after sales service and feedback. So if we just talk about the scope, it covers almost everything that a business needs to operate, from goods and services to people to consumer behavior, product pricing, promotion, distribution, everything. So marketing has a huge scope of operations and therefore is very, very significant for any firm or every kind of business. In this lecture, I think I'm done with my subtopics, which is meaning, nature, and scope. By the end of this lecture, my learners, my students should be able to understand what marketing is all about, what are different elements covered under the scope of marketing, and what are the character traits of marketing as a subject or marketing as a discipline. Moreover, there is a small activity. You can just have 10 examples of the products around you, surrounding you, that you have been using consuming in your daily lives that have undergone changes from past to present. Just mention the name of the product, the brand, and how they have undergone changes. I sign off and will take you to the very, very innovative world of marketing further in my next lectures. Thank you so much.